Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday, April 12th, 1:03 p.m. currently, and I'm your good brother J News, and we're back at it again here on the Hit the Ropes podcast, and it is me flying solo dolo, and I'm going to be keeping up with what's been going down with the last 3 weeks of professional wrestling, so let's get the show on the road. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining, and we're going to start off with Monday Night Raw on the WWE side as we kick the show off today. We have Raw. The first episode of Raw that we'll be covering will be from March 30th. As you guys know, or if you don't know, Raw airs on Netflix every Monday night. So the first match was the Division of Austin Theory and Logan Paul. They defeated the Usos of Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso via DQ. Javon Evans defeated Grayson Waller. Bailey and Lyra Valkyria defeated the Kabuki Warriors of Asuka and Kairi Sane. And for the WWE Intercontinental title match, we had Penta the Champion defeated Dominic Mysterio with JD at his corner. That was the 23rd. Now we go on to the 30th. We have a WWE World Tag Team title street fight. The Division of Austin Theory and Logan Paul, they defeated the Usos. There was a title change there. So the Division are now the tag team champions. The women's tag team title match, we had the Irresistible Forces of Lash Legend and Nia Jax, the champions. They retained as they defeated Bailey and Lyra Valkyria via DQ. I believe there was a bunch of interference that went down on that day in that match to help the Irresistible Forces retain their championship. WWE Intercontinental title match, we had Penta the Champion defeat Kofi Kingston in a one-on-one match. And then to end the night on the 30th of March, we had Raquel Rodriguez defeat Io Sky. On the 6th of April, we then go on for a match that had Austin Theory being flanked by ISHO Speed and Logan Paul, who are a part of the Division now, defeating LA Knight. Bailey being flanked by Lyra Valkyria. She defeated Lash Legend one-on-one. Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, and Penta as a trio. They defeated Los Americanos, so Bravo Americano, El Grande Americano, and Rayo Americano. And then to end the night, we had Rio, that being Io Sky and Rhea Ripley tag teaming there, defeating B-Fab and Michin of the newly formed faction that they have with Jade Cargill. We then go on from Monday Night Raw over onto NXT. NXT on the CW for folks who don't watch or do watch. It's on the CW every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We're starting off with the shows on the 17th of March. The Ren QCC of Kendall Gray and Ren Sinclair defeated Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley and Lainey Reed. Kalani Jordan defeated Thea Hale in a one-on-one match. The WWE NXT North American title #1 contendership gauntlet match had Johnny Gargano end up as a surprise entrant in this match, and he ended up winning this match. Involved in this match were Charlie Dempsey, Dion Lennox, Shiloh Hill, Jackson Drake, and Johnny Gargano. So those were the guys involved, and it broke down like this. It had Shiloh Hill eliminating Dion Lennox, Shiloh Hill then eliminated Jackson Drake, Shiloh Hill then eliminated Charlie Dempsey, and then Johnny Gargano and essentially defeated Shiloh Hill. So it was a standout match for Shiloh Hill, but Johnny Gargano won. WWE NXT Tag Team title #1 contendership tournament semifinal match. Los Americanos of Bravo Americano and Rayo Americano defeated the Culling of Nico Vance and Sean Spears. And then Tony D'Angelo defeated Ricky Saints via DQ for the main event of that night. We then go on to the next episode of NXT on the CW, which took place on the 24th, I think. Because that was on the 17th. But we jumping over to the 31st. We then had a special appearance from Mike Santana from TNA. He teamed with OTM of Bronco Lima and Lucien Price. They defeated the Dark State of Dion Lennox, Osiris Griffin, and Saquon Sugars. WWE NXT Tag Team Title #1 Contendership Tournament final match. We had Los Americanos of Bravo and Rayo defeat Birthrights, Channing Lorenzo and Yuri O'Connors. Jada Parker defeated Kalani Jordan in a one-on-one match. In a singles match with special guest referee Josh Bridges, we had Keanu Carver defeating Jasper Troy. And then for the WWE NXT Women's Title #1 Contendership match, we had Kendall Gray versus Lola Vice, and in a no contest. On to the 7th of April, we had Izzy Dame in a one-on-one match defeat Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka was defeated by Izzy Dame with help from Zarya, so that feud's not over. Triple threat match, Keanu Carver defeated Jasper Troy and Josh Briggs. Keanu Carver and Jasper Troy, they're continuing their feud and things of that nature, so that continues on. Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, and Ricky Saints, along with Tony D'Angelo, they defeated Dark States, Cutler, James, Dion, Lennox, Osiris Griffin, and Saquon Sugars. It seems like they're planning on breaking up Dark State. There's been some differences between Saquon Sugars and Dion Lennox, so pay attention to that as things go on in NXT. WWE Speed Title Tournament semifinal match, we had Lexis King of the Birthright defeat Chaz Hall, and then we had Blake Monroe and Jackson Drake defeat Shiloh Hill and Tatum Paxley for the main event of that night for NXT. We then go on. I think we're going to be moving on to SmackDown. SmackDown for the last couple of weeks. We had the 27th of March show over on USA Network, where Friday Night SmackDown goes down. We had the Bella Twins of Bria and Nikki Bella. They defeated Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair in that match. I believe this was the week that unfortunately Nikki Bella sustained an injury. Rhea Ripley then defeated B-Fab in a one-on-one match via DQ. Jelly Roll defeated Kit Wilson in, I think it was an impromptu one-on-one match there. The WWE United States title match had Sami Zayn defeat Carmelo Hayes. So now Sami Zayn is the United States champion, and he gets his match going into WrestleMania. In a non-title match, we had Julia defeat Tiffany Stratton, and then Randy Orton defeated Matt Cardona in a vicious beatdown to end the show. On April 3rd, we then had another episode of SmackDown where Rhea Ripley defeated Mi Chin. Uncle Howdy defeated Tama Tonga. Aleister Black defeated Matt Cardona. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, they defeated Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. In the WWE Tag Team title match, we had Damian Priest and R-Truth defeat Kit Wilson and The Miz with some help from Danhausen. And then the WWE United States title match had Sami Zayn, the champion, retain as he defeated Carmelo Hayes. We then go on to this past Friday's SmackDown, which happened on the 10th. Alexa Bliss, along with Charlotte Flair, she defeated Bayley in a one-on-one match. Royce Keys, we had the debuting Royce Keys, formerly known as Powerhouse Will Hobbs. He defeated Berto of Los Garza. Jacob Fatu defeated Tama Tonga. Trick Williams defeated Matt Cardona. Danhausen defeated Kit Wilson. And in a non-title match, we had Jade Cargill defeat Io Sky. And that was SmackDown. Over Lucha Libre Worldwide, they have their YouTube shows. I believe it's every Saturday. So this was the show back from the Rey de Reyes tournament. This is part 3 of it. We had the AAA World Cruiserweight Title 4-way match, which had Laredo Kid, the champion, defeat Dragon Lee, Jack Cartwheel, and TJ Perkins. And El Fiscal defeated Abismo Negro Jr. We then had the YouTube show from last weekend on the 4th of April. El Mesias, Lince Dorado, and Mecha Wolf defeated Tokyo Bad Boys of Kento, Nobu-san, and Takuma. AAA Reina de Reinas title match, we have Flammer, the champion, defeats Susie Love. And I think it's Axiom, Dorian Van Dukes, and Elio LaFleur defeated Charlie Dempsey, Nathan Frazier, and Tristan Angles in a match there. Yesterday's show, the original El Grande Americano defeated Octagon Jr. After the and I believe Grande Americano unmasked Octagon Jr. in this match. Post that, the new version of El Grande Americano came out because OG Grande Americano got a little bit too good for his britches, and he started messing around with the young lady who is the interviewer, who is in actual real life the girlfriend of Grande Americano. So he came out flying out there to run interference. So eventually we will be getting a mask versus mask match between the original El Grande Americano and the current version of Grande Americano. And then for the WWE Intercontinental title match, we have Penta the champion defeat El Hijo de Vikingo, who had Dorian Roldan on his side. Just to mention, La Catalina, she debuted on yesterday's Triple A show. Sorry, I got to get my languages right. La Catalina has been working over with CMLL for several years before her debut here on AAA. So now she is officially signed to the AAA roster, and she will be working with the reinas, or with the ladies over there in AAA for the time being. Not necessarily too sure if she'll be doing any NXT or WWE main roster stuff, but definitely keep an eye out for La Catalina. She's very talented in the ring, and she's going to be a good addition to the women's division over in AAA. So on to the NXT specials that took place. Stand and Deliver 2026 that took place on the 4th last weekend. They had a countdown show. EK Prosper, Hank and Tank, along with Shiloh Hill and Ren Sinclair. They took on the Birthright of Ariana Grace, Channing Lorenzo, Charlie Dempsey, Lexis King, and Uriah Connors. The face team won there. The regular pay-per-view then started. Not pay-per-view because it was on YouTube, but the special started. WWE NXT Women's Title Triple Threat match. We had Lola Vice finally getting her coronation, where she became the NXT Women's Champion. She defeated JC Jane and Kendall Gray. WWE NXT Tag Team Title match. We had the Vanity Project of Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, the champions currently. They defeated Los Americanos of Bravo and Raya Americano. Sol Ruka went one-on-one versus Zarya, as Sol Ruka defeated Zarya in their match there. WWE NXT North American title match. Miles Bourne, the champion, defeated Johnny Gargano. WWE NXT Women's North American title match. We had Tatum Paxley, the champion. She defeated Blake Monroe. And then for the WWE NXT title four-way match, the fatal four-way match, we got a big-time win for the one and only Tony D, as Tony D ended up winning the match. And we have a new WWE NXT champion in Tony D'Angelo, as he defeated Joe Hendry, Ethan Page, and Ricky Saints in that match. Going on over to AEW. Dynamite, we will go over first. Dynamite, Wednesday nights on TBS. We will cover Dynamite over on the 25th of March. We have the AEW World Title number 1 contendership match versus Kenny's EVP position. So it was Kenny Omega versus Swerve 2. Kenny Omega ended up beating Swerve. Now Kenny Omega is the number 1 contender for the AEW World Title as they go into Dynasty tonight. The Death Riders of Danny Garcia, John Moxley, and Marina Shafir, they defeated Skyflights, Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and Zeta Steele. Mike Bailey defeated Rocky Romero. The Dogs of Clark Connors and David Finlay, they defeated the Conglomerations, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. For the AEW Women's World Title, Tekla, the champion, defeated Mia Shirakawa. And in a no count-out match, we had a brutalization between Roosh and Darby Allin, but Darby Allin ended up winning that match. On to the 1st of April, we had an opening tag match, or trios match, if we want to call it that. It was Brody King, Jack Perry, and Kenny Omega. They defeated the Demand of Bishop Khan, Ricochet, and Toa Leona. Will Ospreay defeated Pac in a wonderful one-on-one matchup there. Mia Shirakawa and the Brawling Birds, in a great trios match, defeated the Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla. And then for the AEW World Title Eliminator match, we had MJF, the champion, defeat Mike Bailey in another great match for Mike Bailey, showing out, and MJF retaining there. So then we go on to the 8th of April, which was this past week. We had Don Callis family of Andrade El Idolo, Konosuke Takeshita, and Mark Davis. They defeated Bandito, Darby Allin, and Jack Perry in a fun-ass match. AEW TBS title match, we had Queen Aminata making her return, going up against Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale retaining her championship there. She's defeated Queen Aminata. The Casino Gauntlet number 1 spot match had Tommaso Ciampa have another barn burner, this time versus Mascara Dorada. Tommaso Ciampa winning that match. So he's the number 1 entrant tonight at the Casino Gauntlet match. Chaos in Canada 8-man tag match, which was Tremendous shout out to my boys from the United Empire, Callum Newman, Francesco O'Cara, Hannah Ray, and the one and only Will Ospreay tag team for the first time in a couple of years. They defeated the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia, John Moxley, and Pac. On to Ring of Honor, which is always on Honor Club, ROHWrestling.com. CMLL World Women's Title match. We have Persephone, the champion, defeat Lacey Lane. Skyflights, Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and Zeta Steele. In mixed trios action, they defeated the grizzled young veterans of James Drake, Zach Gibson, and Isla Dawn. Myron Reed, who was flanked by his boys from the Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz, they defeated Mansoor, or he defeated Mansoor. And then we had TMDK. It's been nice to see TMDK back on ROH TV, that being Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. The OG tag team, they defeated Better Together of Hadar Horvitz and Ori Gold. ROH Women's Pure Title Proving Ground match. We had the champion, Deonna Purrazzo, defeat Robin Renegade. Anthony Ogogo, with his first match in quite a while on ROH TV, being flanked by his fellow STP members, Carly Bravo and Sean Dean. He defeated Nick Camarado. ROH Women's World Television Title match. We had Red Velvet, the champion, defeat Trisha Dora in a one-on-one. And then for the ROH Women's World Title match, we had Athena, the champion, defeat Maya World in that match there. And then we have, wait a minute. What happened? Yeah, that was on the 26th. So then we move over on to the ROH shows from this past week on the 9th, which I actually watched last night. RPG Vice, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, they defeated TMDK in a very well contested tag team match to start the show. Leo Rush continues his new Black Heart gimmick as he defeated Nathan Cruz in that match. It was cool to see Nathan Cruz on ROH TV. In a Pure Rules match, we had Josh Woods defeat Matt Menard in what was, I think the match lasted less than 4 minutes, as a matter of fact, but it was good to see Daddy Magic back in the ring. Commander versus Soleil. Soleil, the new masked character for Sidney Akeem, formerly known as Reggie. He's harkening back to his roots as he used to be a circus performer, part of Cirque du Soleil. So he put on a mask. I think the mask design is pretty cool. He had a terrific match here against Commander on ROH TV. The Bang Bang Gang of Ace Austin and Juice Robinson, along with the Von Erichs of Marshall and Eric, of Marshall and Ross Von Erich, they went up against Shane Taylor Promotions, Carly Bravo, Lee Moriarty, Shane Taylor, and Sean Dean. The face team of the Bang Bang Gang and the Von Erichs won the match. AR Fox had a one-on-one match versus Action Andretti. That was an action-packed match. That match was way better than it had any business being, and we will see them run it back eventually. But I like what I saw from AR Fox and a newly motivated Action Andretti. The Inspiration of Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay, they defeated Frankie B and Viva Van. The Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz, they defeated the Workhorsemen in another good tag team match on Honor Club. Then we had the ROH World Television Title Proving Ground match, which had Nick Wayne along with Mother Wayne defeating Alex Reynolds. And then for the main event of the night, we had Eddie Kingston and Ortiz in a tag team match defeating Busta in the Brain, Alec Price, and Jordan Oliver. Collision, Saturday nights, AEW. So we go back to Slam Dunk Sunday on the 22nd. Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, they defeated the Lethal Twist of Jay Lethal and Lee Johnson. In a non-title tag team match, we had Divine Dominion of Lena Cross and Megan Bain defeat Alex Gracia and Viperous. We then had Tommaso Ciampa defeat Leo Rush in another banger match. Tommaso Ciampa just doesn't seem to know how to have a bad match since he's come over to AEW. AEW World Trios title match, we had Jet Speed of Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey along with Mystico. This is when they won they had already won the championships during Revolution. They retained their championships here versus Don Callis family members of El Clone, Josh Alexander, and Konosuke Takeshita. We then go on to the next week's episode of Collision, which happened on the 28th of March. You can catch Collision on TNT on Saturday nights usually. AEW Women's World Tag Team title match. We had Divine Dominions, Lena Cross and Megan Bain, the champions. They defeated the Babes of Wrath of Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. The Babes of Wrath, unfortunately, will be no more as they've decided to part ways, and Harley Cameron is doing her thing solo or going to be joining another team, but Willow Nightingale has started her way to do open challenges for her TBS championship, which I think is a good idea for the time being. Myron Reed of the Rascals defeated Johnny TV in a one-on-one match. The Death Riders of Danny Garcia and John Moxley, they defeated Private Parties, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn. It seems like Mark Quinn got hurt in this match, and he's on the sidelines for now. So Isaiah Cassidy will be doing some singles work in the coming weeks and months. So keep an eye out for that. Mina Shirakawa and the Brawling Birds had a good triple threat squash match. Not a good, but there was a triple threat squash match. So they defeated Amina Belmont, Haven Harris, and Nikki XS. Tommaso Ciampa had another banger of a match as he defeated Ace Austin. The Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis, they defeated the Rascals here in the tag team match. Unfortunately, this was the match where Kyle Fletcher got hurt. And Kyle Fletcher is now going to be out for several months due to a meniscus tear, and I think another undisclosed injury as well. And then to end the night, we had AEW the international title match of Kazuchika Okada, the champion, defeating Kevin the Jet Knight. On to Thursday night special AEW Collision, which aired on the 2nd of April. John Moxley, the Continental Champion, defeated Anthony Bowens. In a non-title tag team match, we had Divine Dominion's Lena Cross and Megan Bayne. They defeated Ava Lawless and Chris Starra. For the TBS Open Challenge, Willow Nightingale, the champion, defeated a returning Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida looking like she hasn't missed a step, and it seems like Hikaru Shida is getting a chance to develop some character on TV, as I will explain when we go over the next episode of Collision. In a non-title tag team match, we had FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Max Harwood. They defeated London Lightning and Mo Jabari in a squash match, basically. Tommaso Ciampa, another banger against Juice Robinson. Tommaso Ciampa winning that match. Don Callis family members, Andrade El Idolo and Mark Davis, defeated the Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz. And then in a Tornado 8-man tag team match, we had Kevin Knight, Mystico, and the Conglomerations, Orange Cassidy and Roger Strong. They defeated the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta, and the Dogs, Clark Connors and David Finlay. On over to TNA Wrestling. TNA, on the 26th of March, we had Mustafa Ali. He defeated BDE. Jeff Hardy, what happened here? He defeated Jeff Hardy defeated Brian Myers. We then had Moose defeat Bear Bronson. The Diamond Collective of Mila Moore, Tessa Blanchard, and Victoria Crawford. They defeated Harley Hudson, Jody Threat, and Mila Grace. Eric Young defeated Brad Attitude, and then the System of Cedric Alexander and Eddie Edwards. They defeated Leon Slater and Mike Santana. I guess this is another episode of TNA on AMC. Order 4 of Mustafa Ali and the System. Mustafa Ali and Special Agent Zero, along with the System, Cedric Alexander and Elliot Edwards, they defeated Leon Slater, Mike Santana, Moose, and Trey Miguel. In a bunkhouse match, we had Tessa Blanchard defeat Jody Threat. AJ Francis defeated the Hometown Man. In the TNA Knockouts World Title match, we had Ariana Grace, the champion, as she defeated Xia Brookside to retain her championship there. On to the show that happened this past Thursday. We had Jada Stone defeat Danny Luna. I believe this is going to be Danny Luna's last appearance on TNA Impact, as Danny Luna was granted her release from TNA over a week ago. As if folks don't know, TNA is taped in advance. So these shows were taped a couple of weeks ago. So Jada Stone defeated Danny Luna in her last match for TNA. Frankie Kazarian defeated BDE. Elena Black, she returns as she defeated Mila Grace. TNA World Tag Team Title Tables match. We had the Hardys, the champions, defeat the Righteous of Dutch and Vincent. The Hardys eliminated Dutch. Vincent eliminated Matt, and then Jeff eliminated Vincent. On to TNA Sacrifice, which I believe happened yesterday or a couple of weeks ago. I'm a little bit confused with all the special events they have going down. But then this was on the 27th of March. Ryan Nemeth defeated BDE. Tessa Blanchard then defeated Jody Threat on that special preview on YouTube. We then had Sacrifice, which took place on the 27th of March. X Division title match. We had Leon Slater, the champion, defeat Eric Young. AJ Francis and Frankie Kazarian defeated Elijah and the Hometown Man. TNA Knockouts World Title 3-way match. Ariana Grace, the champion, defeated Danny Luna, Lei Ying Lee, and Lei Ying Lee. Sorry. Order 4 of Mustafa Ali and Tasha Steelz defeated Jada Stone and Trey Miguel. Moose defeated Eddie Edwards via DQ. That match didn't go too long there, only lasted about 30 seconds. In a no DQ match, we had Mara Sade defeat Elena Black. The System of Bear Bronson and Brian Myers defeated Jeff Hardy and Vincent. And then for the TNA World Title match, we had Mike Santana, the champion, end up winning the match due to a no contest. This was the show where, unfortunately, Mike Santana hit a thrust kick flush to Steve Macklin, and they had to call the match right then and there for medical reasons and things of that nature, because Steve Macklin ended up going through concussion protocol. We then have TNA Rebellion. I think this was a show that happened yesterday, right? Ryan Nemeth defeated BDE in their countdown show. We then had the show start with the X Division title match. Leon Slater, the champion, defeated Cedric Alexander. Frankie Kazarian defeated Elijah. Special Agent Zero defeated Moose. Hardcore Country 6-man tag team match. The Elegance brand, Ash by Elegance, Heather by Elegance, and M by Elegance. They defeated Mickey James, ODB, and Taryn Terrell. After the match was over, there was a special announcement by Tommy Dreamer, which basically let ODB know that she will be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. Nick Nemeth defeated AJ Francis. Ariana Grace, the current TNA Knockouts champion, defeated Lei Ying Lee in their title match. In the TNA International title match, Mustafa Ali defeated Trey Miguel, so there's a title change there. So Mustafa Ali is now the TNA International Champion. For the TNA World Tag Team title match, we have the System of Bear Bronson and Brian Myers defeat the Hardy Boys, so there's a title change there. So now the System are the TNA World Tag Team Champions. And for the TNA World Title match, we had Mike Santana, the champion, defeat Eddie Edwards as he retained his championship. MLP, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. They've been getting some shows in. There's been good news for MLP as they have now acquired a TV deal through TSN over in Canada. So MLP will be starting up on TV in Canada sometime soon. MLP Uprising took place on the 28th of March. We have Bhupinder Gujar and Máscara Dorada defeat Jake Christ and Michael Allen Richard Clark. Alice Crowley and Evil Uno defeated Chris Chambers and Taylor Rising. The Swirl of Blake Christian and Lee Johnson defeated El Reverso and Mo Jabari. Kaito Kiyomiya, Noah's Own, defeated Bishop Dyer. In an ODQ match, we had Daisuke Sasaki of DDT defeat Bryce Hansen. MLP Canadian Tag Team title match, we had Brent Banks and Sheldon Jean defeat the Good Brothers of Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, as there's a title change there. MLP Women's Canadian title match, Giselle Shaw, the champion, retained her championship as she defeated Deonna Purrazzo. Interim MLP Canadian title elimination gauntlet title match. Unfortunately, due to Josh Alexander's injury, the title had to be vacated. So Stu Grayson ended up winning this gauntlet match as he defeated the participants of Jay Lethal, Jonathan Gresham, Michael Oku, and Rich Swann, and Rohan Raja. On to Progress over in the UK. Chapter 192, Cause and Effect. That took place on the 29th of March on Triller TV or Progress on Demand. TNA X Division title match, we had Leon Slater, the champion, defeat Eric Young. This is unfortunately, this is the card from TNA. This isn't the Progress card. So we'll move on from this for the time being, because we don't have the Progress card here. We'll go on to GCW Last Call. That took place on the 3rd of April on Triller TV. G Sharp defeated Bodie Young Prodigy. KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse are now back in good graces, and they defeated Psycho Bandits of Dante King and JKM. Vengador defeated Resplandor. Daisuke Sasaki defeated Marcus Mathers. Viperous defeated Gypsy Mac. Human Tornado defeated Santana Jackson. Brittany Brooks defeated Miggy Ross. Mariachi Montana, Jose Calamaco, and Roland Calamaco defeated Jaden Cole and Javi Baja. And then Bear Bronson defeated the one called Manders. GCW Maniac took place on the 4th of April. One called Manders defeated Starboy Charlie. Megan Bain stepped back into the ring one-on-one versus Steph DeLander. That was a no contest. For the GCW World Title match, we had Gringo Loco defeating Jack Cartwheel and Marcus Mathers, Resplandor, Rey Oris, and Vengador. Slade defeated Kid Bandit. Violence is Forever of Dominic Guarini and Kevin Coop defeated Chris Masters and Super Crazy. And then Bear Dozer of Bear Bronson and Matt Tremont went up against Cruel and Otis Cougar in a no contest. On to CMLL. Aniversario Arena from Arena Coliseo. That's the early 83rd anniversary show for that particular arena. That happened on the 4th of April. Kemalito and Periquito Zacarias defeated Chamuel and Tengu. Best of 2 out of 3 falls, a 6-man tag team match. We had El Cobarde, Espanto Jr., and Guerrero Maya Jr. defeat El Hijo de Pantera, El Pantera, and Pantera Jr. So we then had a Relámpagos match or a lightning match. Gelua defeated Solar. Pardon me, folks. And then another best 2 out of 3 falls 6-man tag team match. We had Garra Negra, La Rachita, and Thunder Rosa defeat Keita, Sainly, and Zuxis. I believe this was the match where Thunder Rosa officially announced that she's going to be having a dual contract with CMLL and AEW. So good on Thunder Rosa there. CMLL Arena at the Coliseo Tag Team title match. We had Los Hermanos Calavera Jr. and Calavera Jr. the first, and then Calavera Jr. the second, defeat Los Villanos of Hijo del Villano the third and Villano the third Jr. There was a title change there. So Los Hermanos Calavera are the new Arena Coliseo Tag Team Champions. Non-title tag team match. We had Jet Speed of Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey defeat Los Hermanos Chavez of Ángel de Oro and Niebla Roja. And then El Clone, formerly known as, I'm forgetting his name. Why did I even say that? El Clone of AEW fame defeated Místico and Soberano Jr. in a nice 3-way match. New Japan Pro Wrestling shows. Road to Sakura Genesis 2026. The show's back from 3/28 to March 28th. Masatsuya Suda defeated Tatsuya Matsumoto in the Young Lion matches that always start the shows. Kushida then defeated the newest Young Lion, Taisei Nakahara. El Desperado, Taichi, and Yua Uemura defeated the Great Bash Heels of Togi Makabe and Tomoaki Yama, along with Tiger Mask. Aaron Wolf, Master Wato, Toriano, and Yo defeated House of Torture members Don Fale, Doki Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Bishamon, Tsuruki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with Oleg Bolton and Shota Umino. They defeated House of Torture members Chase Owens, Dick Togo, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. TMDK's Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. They defeated the Unbound Co's Gato, Oscar, and Yuto Ice. And then to end the night, we had Unbound Co's Daiki Nagai, Robbie X, Shingo Takagi, Taiji Ishimori, and Yota Tsuji defeat United Empire's Callum Newman, Francesco Akira, Jake Lee, Jacob Austin Young, and Zane J. On to the next Road 2 show, which happened on the 29th. The next day, Tatsuya Matsumoto defeated Taisei Nakahara in the Young Lion pairing. Ryosuke Taguchi then defeated Masatsuya Suda. El Desperado, Taichi, and Yua Uemura came together to defeat Great Bash Heel, Togi Makabe, and Tomoaki Yama, along with Kushida this time around. Aaron Wolf, Shota Umino, Toriano, and Yo. They defeated House of Tortures, Don Fale, Doki Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Bishimon's Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, along with Master Wato and Oleg Bolton. They defeated House of Torture members Chase Owens, Dick Togo, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. TMDK's Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Oiwa, Zack Sabre Jr. They defeated the Unbound Co's Daiki Nagai, Oscar, and Yuto Ice. And then to end the night, it was Unbound Co's Gato, Robbie X, Shingo Takagi, Taiji Ishimori, and Yota Tsuji as they defeated the United Empire's Callum Newman, Francesco Akira, Jake Lee, Jacob Austin Young, and Zane J. Then on the show they had on the 30th, we had Masatsuya Suda go one-on-one against Taisei Nakahara for the Young Lion stuff. Kushida defeated Tatsuya Matsumoto in a special match for the Young Lion there. El Desperado, Taichi, and Yua Uemura. They defeated Great Bash Heel of Togi Makabe, Tomoaki Yama, and Ryosuke Taguchi. Aaron Wolf, Master Wato, Toriano, and Yo. They defeated House of Tortures, Don Fale, Doki Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Bishimon's Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi, along with Ola Bolton and Shota Umino, defeated House of Tortures, Chase Owens, Dick Togo, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. Tim DK's Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. They defeated the Unbound Co's Gato, Oscar, and Yuto Ice. Unbound Co's Daiki Nagai, Robbie X, Shingo Takagi, Taiji Ishimori, and Yota Tsuji defeated United Empire's Callum Newman, Francesco Akira, Jake Lee, Jacob Austin Young, and Zane J. We then go on to the first of April, Masatori Yasuda defeated Tatsuya Matsumoto in the Young Lion match. Tiger Mask defeated Taisei Nakahara in a special match for Nakahara there. El Desperado, Tai Chi, and Yuya Uemura defeated Great Bash Heel, Togi Makabe, and Tomoaki Hanma, along with Kushida. Aaron Wolf, Shota Umino, Toriyano, and Yo defeated House of Tortures, Don Fale, Doki Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Bishiman, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with Master Wato and Ola Bolton. They defeated House of Torture members Chase Owens, Togo, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. TMDK's Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Unbound Co's Daiki Nagai, Oscar, and Yuto Ice. Unbound Co, Gato, Robbie X, Shingo Takagi, Taiji Ishimori, and Yota Tsuji defeated United Empire's Callum Newman, Francesco Akira, Jake Lee, Jacob Austin Young, and Zay J. On the 2nd, we had the junior title matches, the tag match and the junior heavyweight title match as the main attractions to the show. To start the show, we had Shota Umino and Tiger Mask defeat Kushida and Masatori Yasuda. In a non-title singles match, we had Konosuke Takeshita defeat Tatsuya Matsumoto, as Konosuke Takeshita is currently the New Japan World TV champion. El Desperado, Tai Chi, and Yuya Uemura defeated Great Bash Heel, Togi Makabe, and Tomoaki Hanma, along with Master Wato. House of Torture members Chase Owens, Don Fale, Ren Narita, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, Yujiro Takahashi. They defeated Bishimon's Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, along with Aaron Wolf, Oli Bolton, and Toriano. Team DK's Hartley Jackson, Ryohei Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated the Unbound Co's Gato, Oscar, and Yuto Ice. United Empire's Callum Newman, Jake Lee, and Zane J defeated Unbound Co of Daiki Nagai, Shingo Takagi, and Yota Tsuji. For the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match, we had Unbound Co's Robbie X and Taiji Ishimori, the champions. They retained as they defeated the United Empire's Francesco Akira and Jacob Austin Young. And then for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match, Doki, the champion, retained as he defeated Yo. We then had the show on the 4th, which was the main show for Sakura Genesis 2026. Pre-show tag match had Kushida and Masatori Yasuda. They defeated Taisei Nakahara and Tatsuya Matsumoto. TMDK's Hartley Jackson and Kosei Fujita defeated Master Wato and Togi Makabe. Unbound Co's Robbie X, Shingo Takagi, and Taiji Ishimori. They defeated the United Empire's Francesco Akira, Jake Lee, and Jacob Austin Young. Aaron Wolf, Tiger Mask, Toriano, and Yo defeated House of Torture members Don Fale, Doki Sho, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. United Empire's Great O'Khan, Henare, and Will Ospreay, as Will Ospreay returned to New Japan Pro Wrestling, defeated El Desperado, Tai Chi, and Yuya Uemura. The never openweight 6-man tag team title match had Bishimon's Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi, and Oleg Bolton. Bishi Mountain, as they're known, the champions, they retained their championships as they defeated the House of Tortures, Chase Owens, Ren Narita, and Yujiro Takahashi. For the New Japan World Television title match, we had Konosuke Takeshita retain his championship due to a time limit draw that went to 15 minutes against Shota Umino, and what I thought was a really good match. IWGP Tag Team title match, we had the Knockout Brothers, Oscar and Yuto Ice, defeat TMDK's Ryohei Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. in what I thought was the match of the night and one of the best tag team matches of the year. And then for the IWGP Heavyweight title, we had Callum Newman, the youngest in charge, the Prince, make way, make way. He ended up defeating Yota Tsuji, and there is a title change. There is a new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. His name is Callum Newman, and he is the new proud leader of the United Empire and the youngest IWGP Heavyweight Champion of all time. So that is New Japan's Genesis shows. We go on to the previews of what's going on for this week, folks. AEW has Dynasty tonight. I believe they will be live from Vancouver. They have their 0-hour show, which will be on YouTube. It'll be Alex Windsor going one-on-one against Marina Shafir. Also, they have 2 other matches that are scheduled to take place during the 0-hour as well. So pay attention to that. On to the Dynasty card itself. We're going to have AEW Women's World Title match. It's going to be Tekla versus Jamie Hayter. Andrade El Idolo is going to go one-on-one against Darby Allin. For the AEW Continental title match, we're going to have Jon Moxley, the champion, go one-on-one against Will Ospreay. For the AEW World Tag Team title match, we're going to have FTR go up against Cage and Cope, or Cope and Christian, whatever you want to call them. And then for the AEW World title match, we're going to have MJF go up against Kenny Omega for the main event there. There's that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hit the Ropes podcast is going into Mania Week. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't find me doing the 24 hours, 7 days a week shows I used to do, but we will preview them for you and we will review them on what day did we say, J News?
So what we're gonna plan to do is that Sunday night of WrestleMania Night 2. After WrestleMania Night 2 is over, me and Dolores are gonna get on the live stream, and we're gonna review everything that happened in the week for professional wrestling, along with reviewing nights 1 and 2 of WrestleMania. We're gonna jump on the live stream there. So check us out after WrestleMania Night 2 is over. That's Sunday night. And then we'll be back at our regular scheduled time the Sunday afterward at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll review the Raw after Mania and whatever else happened that week in wrestling.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So the only lives that will be happening on this channel, which I will be back on, will be for WrestleMania Night 1 and 2, the Hit the Ropes podcast review of WrestleMania week, and the Raw after Mania. Okay? So, with that being said, I am going to start off with New Japan Pro Wrestling because they have a Mania show during that week. J News, here's New Japan Pro Wrestling.
So we have the Death Invitational. This card's put together by Desperado. So we have a bunch of matches that'll be taking place for this show. It's going to be in Vegas. You can watch it on Triller TV. So far, we have the Love and Pieces 3-way death match, which has Masashi Takeda and Rina Yamashita going up against El Desperado and Jun Kasai versus Matt Tremont and Nick Cage. High stakes heartbreak jackpot tag team match. We have Dragon Kid and Starlight Kid going up against El Phantasmo and Maki Ito. Well, it won't be Maki Ito, unfortunately, because Maki's having visa issues, so Phantasmo's got to find himself a new partner. So that's got to be updated, and there'll be more matches added to the Death Invitational.
Yes, can't wait to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is Progress Pro Wrestling. It is chapter 193, Progress Las Vegas 2. Ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see Mercedes Martinez versus Renee Mitchell versus Lena Cross versus Emerson Jane. We have the Right to Repo match with the Repo Man versus Simon Miller. We have the Strong Style 16 Men Tournament 2026 first round match where Leo Rush will face Ethan Allen. For the first round match, we'll have Rio versus Vixen for the women. For Kuro, listen, I ain't been a long time since I've been on here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fighting for my life. Kuro and Tommy Tanner versus Subculture of Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. We have the Progress Protest title match where Paul Walter Hauser will be facing Big Damo. And for the Progress World title match, we'll have Man Like DeReese versus Michael Oku. Now, we're on to WrestleCon and their show, the Mitch Hitchcock Memorial Super Show. If you do not know, Matt was a very supportive fan, also invested into some things. And when he passed away, they decided to do this memorial show every WrestleMania weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see Heath and Rio versus the Headbangers of Masha and Thrasher. Tanaka versus Mark Davis. The Swirl of Blake Christian and Lee Johnson versus Subculture of Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. We see the four-way elimination tag team title match of CPF, which is Danny Black and Joe Lando versus Love and Peace of Ben K and Hyo. Is that how you pronounce it, Jenna? Hyo, Hyo?
I don't have any idea who that is, but yeah.
Yeah, versus MXFX, which is Latigo and Toxin. And then the Starman and Starboy Charlie and Starman. We have Bandito versus Galeno Del Mal, Ricochet versus Leon Slater.
That last match has been canceled, by the way, due to whatever.
I saw that.
Yeah,
and I was like, "This is crazy."
They made it better at the end. Not better, but they changed it and they did something for the fans there. So instead of it being Leon Slater versus Ricochet, it's going to be the Demand versus Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, and they're going to be tagging. I forget with who the third man is right now, but it's all AEW talent at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my favorite place in the world, and because I normally watch it, I'm still gonna watch it. I'm just not going to be doing it live with you all. It is GCW, and you know what time it is. It's time for MDK Fight Club, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be on the 16th. Also, all of these things will be on Triller TV. No ropes, barbed wire match. We have Crew versus Slade, Arena Yamashita versus Charlie Evans versus Viperous. This is the J News word. Hayabusa.
Where are we here?
Last match,
Hayabusa. Oh,
Hayabusa.
Wow. So they've got the new incarnation of Hayabusa making his GCW debut, I guess.
I think I might have seen him once, but not sure. So, versus Masato Tanaka versus Bear Bronson versus Mr. Danger. Watch yourself, the man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on to the ladies for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. It is CJPW and it is live in Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, this will take place on the 16th where Alexis Lee and it's J News word.
Himawari.
And Shino Suzuki versus Palm Harajuki. Is that what I said?
It's supposed to be Harajuku, but yeah.
Harajuku. See, listen, I'll be trying to not. Every time I think of Harajuku, you know what I think of? What's her name? It's Bananas. B-A-N-A. That lady that sings that.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. Raku, and this is a whole J News section right here. So I'm gonna let J News finish this.
Yeah, because it's Tokyo Joshi Pro. So this is a Japanese-based women's company. So Yuki Aino is the last trail on that match. We then have Wakana Uehara and Yuki Kamifuku versus Toga and Yuta Takami. Mayu Yamashita will go up against Mizuki, and that is in a three-way match. It's going to be Yamashita, Mizuki, and Mayu Watanabe. Princess title match. We're going to have Yuki Arai, the champion, go up against J-Rod. Princess tag team title match. We're going to have the champions of the Inspiration of Cass Lee and Jesse McKay go up against Hyper Masao and Shoko Nakajima. And then for the international princess title match, we're going to have Suzumi, the champion, go up against Sakura Hattori.
Yes, thank you. See, that's why you need the J News in your life, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get to House of Glory, HOG, and they're having a culture clash, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, you're going to have to learn like Offset. You shouldn't be at the casino. Sometimes things clash. Ladies and gentlemen, HOG women's title match, we have Shotzi Blackheart versus Charlie. We have Ken Broadway versus Ricky Sosa. In a non-title match, we have Brody King versus Zilla Fatu. Can't wait for that match. We have Amazing Red versus Bandito. Can't wait for that match either. HOG be putting on some good shows. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a J News moment. It is CMLL.
We have Palm Slam. CMLL will be coming to Vegas this weekend on the 16th. They got the Palm Slam. It's going to be Chamuel and Tengu versus Kemalito and Periquito Zacarias. Yeah. Blue Panther. It's going to go one-on-one versus Ultimo Guerrero. And Máscara Dorada and Neon, two parts of Sky Team, will go up against Capitan Suicida and Flip Gordon.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're on to GCW again. Joey Janela's Spring Break. I mean, I didn't want to go there. Joey Janela's, did I put it? Yeah, Joey Janela's Spring Break. Ooh, go back. Spring Break on the 17th. We have Marcus Mathers and YDMP, which is Alex Price and Jordan Oliver, versus the Rascals of Desmond Xavier, Myron Reed, and Zachary Wentz. We have the Brass Ring Doors, Ladders and Chairs match. We don't have anybody listed for the match. We have Loser Lee's GCW match. I hate to see it. I might cry, but at least I'll be crying at home in my closet. It'll be Ethic versus Alley Catch. One of them will have to leave GCW. We have the Sandman versus the Invisible Man. Yep, That's you want to watch a wild and crazy show? That'll be it. Joey Janela versus the one, the only Brody Lee Jr. We have GCW World Title match: Atticus Cougar versus Hayabusa. J News tell me say. See, listen, I learned.
That's right.
We also have another GCW show. Yes, it is Gringo Locos, the world on Lucha. Okay. So we'll have a Lucha Extreme match, single play versus a non-appointment. We have Lucha Extreme Death match, which is El Desperado versus Viperous, Galeno Del Mar versus Jack Cartwheel, Thunder Rosa versus Julissa Mexa. That's how you pronounce her last name, Janice? Mexa.
Yeah, Julissa Mexa. Yeah, Mexa.
Okay. Ares, Gringo Loco, and Vendedor versus, this is J News whole section right here.
It's gonna be Hayo, KZY, and Yuki Yoshioka. Ares is, by the way, for folks who don't know, Ares is El Clone on AEW.
Yes. We have Mexa Boys, which is Noisy Boy and Spiderfly, along with Brillante Jr.
But it's supposed to be Brillante, but he spelled it with a Y.
Yeah, it's confused me. And Mala yeah, which is Latigo, and Toxin, and Ray Ores. See, that's it. I'll be learning for J News, so J News needs to start teaching online Spanish classes. We have Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. It's been good the last few years now. Okay, I'm gonna have to give it credit. I used to be like, why am I watching this? Now I'm like, I love it. It'll be on the 17th on Triller TV, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Matt Mako versus Angel Verder. That's J News word. Verder.
Where are we here?
First match, Angel
Verdu. I think is Verduzzo. To be honest, that's an Italian last name.
Oh, see, yeah. I thought it was J News word.
Oka Sasaki.
Yes.
Versus Joe Dasho.
Yes.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ray Jazz. Eric Stevens versus Fuminori Abe. Maya Yamashita is going to take on Janai Kai. Shane Mercer will take on Royce Isaacs. Masahiro Takeda will take on Pete Dunne. Timothy Thatcher, still working out here, going up against Charlie Dempsey. Natty Neidhart will go up against Shayna Baszler. And then the legendary Yuji Nagata will go one-on-one against Josh Barnett.
Trigger warning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say trigger warning. Trigger warning. For those who are easily scared, if you're a man, woman, or child, and you're easily scared by scary things, please avert, and then I'll let you know when to come back. Because we don't have no matches, but I did have to do the thumbnail. It is JCW, ladies and gentlemen. Did it go? Did it go? No, I think that went to, where did it go? Where did it go? Why did it not go to the next slide? See, now it's going to make me, as they said, pimp slap somebody about my slide not coming up. Hold on, J News. Let's just put the slide up. They're trying to take me out. Okay, do those. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, while we get this slide is acted up. So Dolores is manually putting the slides in there. After I told y'all to avert your eyes. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, for
This is an interesting thumbnail here for JCW's Stranglemania.
Yep, that I told y'all it was scary, and I told you watch your eyes because listen, I didn't choose this. This was on the 17th on Triller TV. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go into, make sure in the right order. Here we go. Stardom, American Dream. It'll be take place on the 17th, also on Triller TV. This Athena versus Rena, Babes of Wrath, Holly Cameron, Willow Nightingale, along with Chris Statlander versus Neo Genesis of
Azumi. It's Azumi, May Sarah, and Starlight Kid.
And
we then have Fuwa Chan and Hazuki going up against Rina Yamashita and Suzu Suzuki. Maki Ito unfortunately will not be a part of this match due to her visa issues. So Saki's going to get a new tag team partner, but they'll be going. Saki's going to have a tag team partner, and they'll have a tag match against Aya Sakura and Natsupoi. Maika and Mina Shirakawa will be teaming for the first time in a little bit over a year. They'll be going up against Hanako and Yura Hime. And then for the NJPW Strong Women's title, we're going to have the champion Alex Windsor go one-on-one against Saya Iida.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See, you need, again, that's why you need a J News in your life. We have no matches listed for this, but it'll come on the 17th on Triller TV. It is MLP Multiverse, okay? Then we're going to get into the meat of the potatoes when you'll first see me back online after, what, 2, 3, almost 3 months? It'll be WrestleMania Night 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here with you playing games, having fun, partying like a rock star. To totally dude, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, what we have so far as a date I did this is it's on ESPN. It's going to be the Saturday date on the 18th. We have Seth Rollins versus Gunther. For the WWE Tag Team Title 4-way match, we have the Irresistible Force, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax defending against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and the Bella Twins of Brie and Nikki Bella. We have an unsanctioned match where Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. The WWE Women's Intercontinental title match where AJ Lee and Becky Lynch will face each other. For the WWE Women's World title match, we have Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan, and undisputed WWE title match, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on to my favorite part of WrestleMania weekend. Effie's big game brunch 11. I love it. I can't get enough of it. If you know, every time I watch this, it's a good time. We have a good party, and I enjoy myself. And I'm hoping Effie does not have to leave GCW, okay? And Alley Catch, if you leave, I hope you find a good home, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Effie's Big Game Brunch 11 will be on the 18th, Triller TV. Charlie Evans versus Alley Catch versus Steph Delander versus Kid Bandit. We have Dark Sheik versus Nyla Rose. We have the Twink Gauntlet match where Perro will face a whole bunch of people. We have Brick Savage versus Mad Dog Connolly. We have Mercedes Martinez versus Vipers. We have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Effie. Ladies and gentlemen, on to the next show, which is Joey Janela Spring Break, the Immortal Cluster, okay? Because I don't give up. If you don't give a damn, I don't give up. That's what Joey says in his everyday life. We have the GCW Ultraviolet title Hardcore Kingdom Steel Cage match. Otis Cougar versus Matt Tremont. And then we have the cluster match where Nate Webb versus Toby Klein, Human Tornado, Green Phantom, Starman, Beastman, Dark Sheet, Dr. Redacted, Connor Claxton, Cruel, Perro, KJ Orso, Bobby Flacco, Matt Mikowski, Man Like Doris, Viperous, Marcus Mathers, Slade, Anakin Murphy, Mullet Man, Sam Holloway, Santana Jackson. We've interviewed him over on the other channel that I manage, and I love me some Santana Jackson. Tara Zip, Ricky Sosa, an unknown person, Tombstone Jesus. I will be in the cluster. Now, if you all saw, was it last year? when Microman won and the disappointment that I had across my doggone face when that keep it to myself. Keep it to myself. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna see me for the second time, and it will be for WrestleMania Night 2. And by the middle of this week, everything will be set up and ready. I already have thumbnails and stuff, but life been life, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, for WrestleMania Night 2, we will have the Intercontinental title 6-pack ladder match where Penta will defend against Rey Mysterio, JD McDonough, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans. We have Brock Lesnar against Oba Femi. Okay, you can't hold a black man down. Oba, you got to come on in there. WWE United States title match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. We have for the WWE Women's title match, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. And for the WWE World Heavyweight title, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come on camera for a quick bit. For a quick bit. Not like that. So let me go back to my spot. I'm not J News. I'm Delores. Okay? You put me in my correct spot. For those, am I highlighting J News? Because I see my, there we go. For those who do not know, I very much appreciate J News holding down the spot while I have been gone on a personal hiatus. For those who know, my mom was, sick near death. And so and I appreciate all you all who have prayed, who have reached out, who have texted, who have called, who have emailed, who have done anything, who have checked on me and supported me. It's been very much a journey. I do want to give you an update. She is home, okay? As far as memory-wise, seems to be back to normal. We have moments, but back to normal. We recently got her to begin to walk a little bit. So with assistance, she can walk a little bit, can feed herself, can do those things. So we're on a better track. As far as the lung cancer, we're still getting scans. Now they're concerned it might be a cracked rib. We don't know. So we all are trying, and we're still praying for good news. She's come a long way, and I really appreciate you all. That's why we have been taking time off, or J News has been here by itself holding it down for the both of us, is because I just needed that time to figure out how to be a good daughter and a good caregiver and figure things out. And now that I've gotten a good hold of it, we can move forward as the two of us. Yeah, there might be times where you might hear me and then you might not hear me. You might hear J News. There are things as a caregiver that me and J News understand that sometimes this is not the first thing we have to worry about. We have other things we have to take control of. So I appreciate you all so much. I so desperately appreciate J News because he's always been there and checked on me and held me down when it comes to this podcast, which eventually, I'm going to get everything after WrestleMania weekend back uploaded. We're going to get back on track and we're going to move forward because we are now at 75 episodes and we only got a little bit more to go, okay? Then we get a new upgrade and get to have new fun, okay? So I'm going to let J News tell you about himself while I go back in the back.
Appreciate you, Delores. What are we doing here? There's a QR code, folks. QR code has all of my socials on it, my Twitter, my Letterboxd account, my Instagram account, so you can check me out on any of my socials there. I'm a chronically offline figure due to how life just works or whatever the case is, but always make sure to check me out here every Sunday, depending on whatever time me and Delores can schedule this to go, but we try our best to stick to the 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here for the Hit the Roast podcast. You will see me live tomorrow doing the AEW Dynasty review on the True Heel Heat podcast. That'll be at noon Eastern Time with SP3. So check me out there as well. And yeah, folks, that's it for me this week. Appreciate y'all for continuing to support us and continuing to support Delores and continuing to want the rundown of what the week was in pro wrestling. So appreciate y'all as always.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I appreciate J News. You don't go over there and check J News out. Since I got a little bit of my strength back, I will come knock and two-piece shoe, okay? If you don't go check out J News, okay? Because J News is a good man, a good person, a good wrestling reviewer, a good movie reviewer, listen, he'll help you lose some weight. Now, let me tell you a little secret, okay? I listen to J News sometimes, and sometimes I don't. But when I listen to J News, you know, I've lost 25 pounds, okay? Listen, J News, I'm going to come up here and be summertime fine because of J News, y'all. What y'all going to do then, okay? What y'all going to do then? I'm going to make my wrestling dreams come true. Because if y'all don't know, I wanted to be a valet when I grew up. I thought I, flash a little tit. Hey, how you doing? Hey, distract you, maybe hit you with my purse. That's what I wanted to do, okay? So, because of J News, I might make my dreams come true. So make sure you check out J News. Make sure you check out his socials. I think I saw J News on Threads now, right? J News.
Yeah, I think
I'm like, look at that. I'm proud of J News. Hey.
Yeah.
But
as well.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. We will see you Sunday evening. I will put it up as soon as I see the last match come up. And we get down to the last minute, I will activate the live to make sure it goes live. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to spend some time with you all this weekend. And I can't wait to get back to the Hit the Roast podcast. Full time, full energy with you all because I miss you all. And I miss J News. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get back to my old self. Let me clear my throat. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if you, she, her, them, they, it, or whatever you may, you know what time it is. It's burning hot, ladies and gentlemen. And WrestleMania weekend, I'm going to be on fire. But you know what I'm going to do to help me and J News and help you all out there? Because we can't roast like this. You know, we pretty, not crispy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the lights out. Do y'all feel that cool breeze blowing in the wind behind you? But we'll see you Sunday, and I'll see you Saturday. So until then, peace.